Okay, today we're going to play Pyre by Supergiant Games, who you probably know for Bastion and Transistor. This is the game they made after Transistor. It's their visual novel, action-adventure, sports RPG thing that they made. Thank God we don't have physical stores anymore, or this thing would need its own goddamn section. So we're going to play it. I haven't actually played any of it yet, really, so hopefully I'm not blocking anything, because, you know, that'll be awkward. Yeah, we'll just go standard. Everything's standard. Everything's fine. And hopefully it works. Hopefully I'm not blocking anything. Top right's usually fine. Am I meant to push something? Yes, I am. No narrator? That's very odd. Your days in the downside brought slow, lonesome agony. Now, as you lay yielding in the elements, something rumbles into view. Three shapes emerge, each clad in strange attire. Downside, a vast purgatory into which the Commonwealth casts its convicts and its enemies. None have been known to return from the Forsaken Land. Masked woman. Another piece of filth expelled from the Commonwealth. A proud country risen from the ashes of a fallen empire, home to a multitude of ethnic groups, founded on principles of mercy and kinship whose exact meaning evolved through many centuries. Oh, I like masked something. It looks like a lizard? See? Right on schedule. What'd I tell you? You told us we would find someone alive. Someday! I said we'd find someone alive someday. Not today, I guess. Don't be so glum. You know, I see you frowning underneath that mask. Looks like he's breathing. The masked wanderer presumes you are male. Okay, I am. It seems he still is. Then stand aside, I shall send him to a better place. He's a he? Can you people just tell? Hang on, the markings on his rags. I think he's one of them. But look at him. He is beyond our help, and we are beyond his. Broken, shaking, starving, probably diseased. Yeah, good luck with that there, chum. See you back at the wagon. Indeed, the day grows dim. You have at best an hour. Understood, I won't be long. After the others leave, the man turns towards you and begins unfastening his mask. It is a man, in fact. Hello, my friend. Don't care who or what you did, who you are or what you did. None of that matters anymore. All of us, we're equal nothings here. You are parched and he gives you drink. You ache and he binds your wounds. You hunger and he gives you food. Little by little, it helps. There. Turns out you're tougher than you look. Name's Hedwyn. He is one of the three masked wanderers who found you clinging to life and downside. I don't feel like that needed to be attached there, but whatever. Now, come on. You sense no ill intent as he helps you up and leads you to the old black wagon. Nothing like the stately vessels that paraded Commonwealth criminals through alabaster streets. Hedwyn beckons you to enter the black wagon. Let's go. That book got the logo on it. The weather-beaten wagon is as much a mess as inside as out. You see the masked woman and talkative creature taking stock of ancient-looking books. I'm back. And with a guest? She loosens the clasps on her mask. Oof. Here I was thinking that was just embellishment on the mask. You may call me Jodariel? I don't know. Jody. And as for myself, the small creature struggles with his masks. Jodariel soon assists him. What does this one say? She is the most imposing of the three masked wanderers who found you. No lie. Ow! That is to say, you may regard me by the name of Rookie Greentail. Rookie? Rookie, probably. He is the smallest yet loudest of the three masked wanderers. I like his design. Such pleasantries out of the way, the horned woman then motions to the others. She glances at you sidelong as she speaks. Can he do it? Hope so. I haven't asked him yet. What? Then what are we waiting for? Hey, chum. Nice meeting you and all, but tell me something. You know how to read or what? Ask him if you are a reader, one who can derive meaning from text. Literacy has been prohibited for centuries. Those with knowledge of the old ways violate the law of the land. Oh. Admit it. Over time, you managed to learn something of the old ways, in despite of Commonwealth decree. Literacy is a serious crime. No one in his right mind would dare violate the law of the land. Who you are or what you did to earn your sentence is no one's business but your own. No point in denying it. These people are already criminals. You confirm their suspicions. There's no use trying to hide it now. Well then, glory days, because it just so happens my associates and I, we got ourselves some nice material here for someone just like you. Reader, you still live thanks to us. Will you ask for something modest in exchange? Open one of those books back there and tell us what it says. Sorry to put you on the spot like this, my friend. The exile indicates the book in his position. Sure, what's that? Lone minstrel. Now is not the time to check on him. I didn't realize that was a person. Alright, well, let's read the strange book. You pick up one of the old and heavy tomes bound in materials you do not recognize. Forward, a formal welcome undersigned by the 8 scribes. You, dear reader, are an exile in the downside, such as we, the 8 who wrote the Book of Rights, that you possess it and have capacity to glean its words. It is testament enough to your potential. Thus we reveal a path from this forsaken place to freedom, a homecoming and glory. The stars themselves shall be your guide. The turning of the year's first solstice, seek the nearest longitude underneath the brightest of 8 as they align as shown. I like this little figure of the person who's just like, yeah, that. Arrive at a triumvirate clad in the remnants of the rites bearing this book. Oblige the voice that tells you more. I'm fucking illiterate myself, it turns out. Inspect. Well, that would have been much easier to read if I did that. The book describes a complicated method through which exiles can return to the Commonwealth. The words swim through your mind as Headwind gets your attention. Well, friend, what does it say? But then your vision starts to fade and blur. You feel your body weaken and give out. Well, friend, what does it say? Nice loading screen.
Reader! Dare you tamper with forbidden knowledge?
Me
so
never.
Soon after your sentence into exile. 'Tis true what the book says. You can be free again. Perhaps not you yourself, but someone worthy of the privilege. You witness now the path toward salvation. You witness the rights, the one way to return to glory. Though in your case, I hardly think it possible.
There's no need to be so fucking rude.
Yet, by the grace of the scribes, it is my duty to inform you anyhow.
It worked. So it is true, sorry.
Oh man.
Yeah, but what now? And where'd the reader go? He should be out there still. For now, we have to put our faith in him. He could abandon us. He won't. You look upon the 3 of them from beyond as Headwind then calls out to you. Reader, we aim to free ourselves. We will not grow old and die in the downside. And now, I swear to you, when we get out of here, you're going to come with us. But first, we need your help. Show us the way. Freedom. You focus all your mental facilities to do as Headwind asked.
A celestial orb falls from the heavens when the time is nigh. Exiles conduct the rites as a triumvirate, for they must prove their trust in one another, not just in themselves. The three must act as one.
Woo! Oh, so she has like a dash,
Now
not really a
plunge
sprint.
into the pyre with the orb and be purified. Yes.
Oh yeah, pure as fuck, bro.
Way of it. Whoever steps into the flame is banished for a time.
Okay.
His or her cohorts must make do on their own. Oh, but it is not so simple. In the rites you shall face adversaries whose own freedom is at stake. Beware the aura that surrounds them, as they shall beware yours.
Yoink.
The aura is your wrongdoing. Accept it as a part of you. Cast your aura like a stone. Correctly done.
Okay.
Again.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Just so. A glorious performance, I admit. More than I expected from the likes of you. Grasp the orb once more. The orb absorbs the aura. Then the orb quenches the flame. Now I say jump.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Yeah.
Sails the orb into the waiting flame.
He only did 15 compared to Hedwyn, who did 20, so I guess that matters.
Snuff out the adversary's pyre whilst yours yet burns.
Oh no. Oh, disaster already. Alright. Don't mind me. Okay, thank goodness. Not bad. It's almost like it's a tutorial. Alright, try banishing. Get out of here. Yeah. Oh, whoops. Oh, Jesus, what a beefy line. Yeah.
All of them.
So, does she do more damage?
Jodariel
She does, yes, okay. So basically you want the beefiest boys to be going in there.
Too bad for that one.
Yeah, jump. Hedwyn does a fucking backflip. Relax, bruh.
The rite is complete.
Tremendous.
There, dear reader. Now you understand. Or do you? This was but a glimpse of that which lies ahead. I would tell you to turn back, cast down your hope. But all those such as you never listen.
Thank you, weird triangle face. During the rites, only one exile on each side is permitted to move at any one time. The three must act as one. The others are still picking themselves up as you awaken. Well, that was something. That was our way out. So, now we just follow the stars, or what? Supposedly. Reader, come, let us regard the night. Jody, just loads you outside, where a clear sky awaits. Now, show us, before the howlers catch our scent, where shall the rites commence? Here. Star of the Moonstag Hunter. Those born under it are ambitious and also discontented. Here, probably. 200 leagues due east, the Ridge of Gaul. According to the stars, the next rite shall commence here. The fossil remains of the Serpent titan slain by Gol, Golothian, yet looms over those living in its shadow.
Consilia.
Great! And we're supposed to be there when, exactly? Very soon, according to the scars. You should be able to arrive in time if you make haste. Then we had best get started. Well, this ought to be good for a few laughs at least. What do you say, Jody? Oh, thank God, he agrees. Jody turns to you, studying you. Reader, do not deceive us. Pray we make good use of our remaining time. What she means is, glad to have you aboard, chum. We're counting on you, my friend. See you inside. Freedom. The rights are the key. It's a lot to take in. Join them. Got an achievement. The Reader. Great. So what's pulling the wagon, exactly? Downside Prairie. This is a very Super Giant Games looking place, isn't it? You arrive in Downside Prairie, one of the Downside's only verdant regions. It only gets less hospitable as you press further north. Where the road ahead is forked, there is a lack of consensus about which way to proceed. I'm telling you, we ought to take the northern pass. Got an associate holed up in Hollow Route. I've got to pay a visit to besides. The northern route to the Ridge of Gaul goes through a small exile encampment. Every so often, tempests come and scour away the huts and hovels, but they always crop back up. Fie on your associates, but best we head to Bloomingpool and avoid attention. The southern route to Ridge of Gaul goes through a humid area packed with hot springs. Runoff from the sandfolds means no bathing in the springs, so they're just there to mock you. And get stuck in a bog while we're at it. The dispute continues as Hedwyn listens for a while. What if the Reader settled this? He makes the way, we get us there. He marks the way, we get us there. If these rites are meant to test our fate, then we'd best learn to trust the Reader's instincts on our path. No second-guessing him along the way. Can we all live with that for now? Yeah, sure. If necessary. Then it's settled. Just point the way, my friend. The stars guide us through you. Well, weigh the options. We are going to go through Hollow Route. Rookie knows someone here who owes him. Those are some pretty wicked-looking hot pools. Or hot springs, hot pools. As you pass through the squalid little area, you hear boisterous voices coming from what looks like to be a public house. Rookie, whatever, stumbles forth from it, holding something in his paws. Oh, hey, chum, just wrapping up a real important exchange back there. Hang on to this for me, will you? We'll drop it off when we head further north. Plain parcel. Can be sold at Slug Market. Certain types of luxury goods somehow find their way down to the downside. Great talk. The black wagon grinds to a stop at the base of the Ridge of Gaul. The others ask you to assist with making preparations for nightfall and the commencement of the rite. Commence the rite. Page revealed, the first exile. You observe the man slumped in the corner of the wagon, bearing some sort of stringed instrument. You sense he lives, but nothing more. It seems inopportune to ask him about it now. Okay. Hey, chum. Appreciate you taking us through Hollywood back there. About that, are you certain that parcel will fetch an adequate price at the Slug Market? Crude trading post found the downside. Commonwealth contraband sometimes finds its way to the downside where it is traded and sold. Surely we could have procured some sort of rare fungus had we gone the other way. Much as I love the idea of procuring rare fungus there, Jody, we said we wouldn't go around second-guessing our good chum's decisions, right? Jody says nothing in response, but soon changes the subject. Night falls soon. Come along, Greentail. We've much left to Oh, that's his last name, right? We've much left to prepare. The two of them soon go about rummaging through the remnants and books strewn about the wagon, leaving you to your own devices. What's this? Jody's throw rug. fashioned from a howler's hide, sends their ilk-clear message. Dodio says not to step on it. Jody status, nearby. Wait, oof. A symbol set in the wagon's floorboards. The Books of Rites describes the need for such a thing. Hedwig's cooking tins. For what passes for cooking supplies in the downside, Hedwig does most of the cooking. Hedwig says, resting up for the night. What we got up here? Creatures such as this must have been bred to push the black wagon along. Oh. Well, answers my... Oh.